Hello everyone, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Heroes. Today, we'll be looking at the new weapon refinery update, and since I have most of the new heroes for today's update, let's take a look at some of their weapon effects and my opinions of them. So the first one we'll look at is... So, Zephiel has distance defense on his weapon now, and it would appear that he's also picked up threatened defense 4, except against dragons. So he also picked up 3 extra HP, you know, well, why not, right? So that makes him a very powerful tank. I mean, he's already very powerful. I mean, you know, he's already got his ridiculous health, and since I've given him distance counter and warrior fighter, he's very tough to take down. So, if you give him distance defense and this at the same time, we're looking at something like, 36 resistance and... oh my god, dude. How can a man have this much defense? Anyway, so he would get 51 defense and 36 resistance, and I still haven't yet plus 2'd him, so I'm gonna give him another merge after this. But first, let's go and give him this upgrade right now, because... Now his XX yearns for greater battles. You won't get in my way. Alright, so now that Zephiel is done, let's take a look at the other heroes for today. Well, let's take a look at Marth, quote unquote. So apparently, the Awakening people, they get Spectrum Bond. Well, for them anyway. So they'll get attack, speed, depth, and res plus 4 during combat if they're near somebody. You know, this kind of reminds me of a certain mechanics that they have in Awakening. That somehow involves putting 2 people together, but you know, I might just be a little crazy thinking about this. But anyway, this is a ridiculously powerful buff. You know, we used to make fun of people who have like distance counters, Lucina, but now with this is actually very viable. Dude, plus 4 to all stats, are you serious? That's a lot. That's a lot of stats. This is not a joke. That's absolutely out of control. And if I have more dues, which I do, but I'm not gonna spend it on Marth at the moment, we will see about that. But I definitely have an eye to probably do this on either Mask Marth or Lucina, I guess. Anyway, so brain damage all of a sudden. Let's take a look at actual Marth. So actual Marth has attack, speed, defense, res plus 2 to allies within 2 space during combat. See now, instead of, you know, taking all the buffs for himself, he gives it away like a good man that he is. So, for the longest time, CYL Lucina has been a very good buff-giving machine. But now that we have this, I now have a better buff-giving machine in the form of Marth. So... what I'm gonna end up doing is, I'm probably gonna give him this. I'm probably gonna make him plus 10. And then I'm gonna have him support somebody that is not red. And then he'll even marry them. And then he'll give them so many stats I can't even believe. It's absolutely out of control. Dude, within 2 spaces during combat. Dude, this is ridiculous. This isn't a spur. This is a real drive. This is a Spectrum drive. Spectrum drive 1, but you know... 2 to all stats is nothing to scoff at. This is absolutely out of control. I would highly recommend working on Marth because this is really out of control. I mean, Spectrum Bond is one thing, okay? You get 1 really powerful units. But with this, you're much more flexible. You can give 2 to all stats to your allies. Like 3 different allies instead of just 1 dude getting all the benefits. And not to mention, instead of, restricting it to one red sword, now you can have, like, blue people with 2 to all stats, green people with all stats, dragons with all stats, I don't know with all stats, Zephiel with all stats, So, at the end of the day, this is out of control, and I highly recommend building Marth. I can't recommend enough. This is out of control. This is way too powerful. Anyway, so enough of me shilling for Marth. Let's take a look at, let's take a look at Alm and his Falchion upgrade. And what do we have here? If you need a training, you need attack twice, Okay, based on the look of this icon, I can pretty much already tell what this is. And this is very, very disgusting. Okay, so this is basically turning Falchion into a brave Falchion. Basically, if his health is 100% at the start of combat, he goes up to you and goes, and then you go and take 2 hits and then you die. Because Alm actually hits pretty hard. Now I actually have a plus speed Alm at the moment, so what you could also do with him is give him wind sweep, because wind sweep actually works with this thing if it's brave. It makes perfect sense. I don't think it's like normal follow-up attacks. It's definitely brave that Alm has. So I already thought up of a build that I could use wind sweep after I chop someone up, and I can just start blowing smoke over someone's face, and then I can just keep having Alm chop people up over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, because I'm Alm and I've got the double lion. Now I'm gonna chop your ass up. That's what this is. He turned into a very violent threat. I think plus speed and plus attack is still good. Plus speed is also still good because you can use wind sweep for all kinds of shenanigans now. And oh man, this is so disgusting. But I'll probably still recommend plus attack on him. I'll probably build him like what you would normally build a brave weapon user. But this hits hard. This is no joke. 16 might weapon on Alm. That's no joke. He hits quite hard. So with plus attack, you're looking at 52 attack, and then chop with 2 attacks.
If you ever need anything, know that you can count on me.
You can count on him to really, 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 really serve up dragon dinners for tonight, because he's gonna be chopping shit up. And I wouldn't want to be a dragon if I have to face against that. I don't even think now we could tank that, unless now we have some really high defenses. That's just out of control, man. That's not right. I am so glad that I actually have some alms and I didn't actually wind sweep him. I didn't sacrifice him for wind sweep. Okay, so now that I have gone and babbled too much on those Falchion peoples, let's go and see who else is on my list that I could shill for a little bit. Now, let's see. I have a large number of plus 5s, that plus 5 stars that I can... I'm just rambling because I can't find Felicia. Where the hell is Felicia? I'm like blind and all that wonderful stuff. Ah, there we go. You have to learn it. That's why I couldn't find it. You have to learn this first before you can go to a weapon refinery. So make sure that your Felicia and etc. has enough SP to learn their new weapons. Okay, now that we've gotten the weapons on those characters, let's take a look at them. So Hinoka gets, well, Hinoka's spear, though it's really a naginata. Anyway, so she gets attack and speed plus 4 during combat if near infantry or flying ally. Well, this basically turns her into a mixed flyer unit if she so desires, but honestly I think this solidifies her role as a flyer support even further than that is originally possible. So now, infantry and flying allies within 2 spaces can move to a space adjacent to units. So she basically gave all those flyers flyer formation and, well, provide guidance without having to equip guidance. Well, for infantry units anyway. And that's actually really, really, really powerful because, you know, for all things considered, Hinoka has been long known for home flyers. So now, with less effort than before, and these flyers can now suck themselves onto Hinoka and get her buffed on the following turn. And that is really, really, really good. And on top of that, she gets attack and speed +4. Alright, look. Her speed was originally, not that great. I mean, we're looking at 32 as a base 40 character. With this, you're looking at 36, which is very competitive. Very, very competitive. I'm actually even thinking about pulling a plus speed Hinoka then, because, originally with her Brave Spear, having plus attack would be a good thing. But now I think having some speed would be really nice. I mean, she's going to be much, much harder to take down with this setup. It's really, really disgusting. I can't believe that they would give Hinoka such a powerful buff. Not that I'm complaining. And, basically Flyer Emblem has just received a significant buff with Hinoka getting this weapon. This is absolutely disgusting, and I'm so glad that I'm not one of those guys who foddered off my Hinoka just because, oh yeah, I want home flyers on Spring Camilla or something. Well, the fact that I have a New York Azura probably also helped with that. But honestly, I only really needed one Flyer Emblem team. They're really, really overpowered. Honestly, every one of those characters in Flyer Emblem is very strong because of the fact that they can go through any terrain and they can easily buff themselves with gold flyers. And after they're done with their deed, they just eject. They just fly backwards and, with like drag back or like hit and run. And then you can't hit them. It's ridiculous. So yeah, with this, Flyer Emblem has just gained a new and ridiculous way of flying over the map and laying waste. And now, my god, I can't believe it even gives Hinoka an attack and speed buff. That is so ridiculously powerful. Anyway, so next we have Raven. And, well, Raven, as you know, is very angry. He's angry all the time. Well, now with his new weapon, Basilicos, he can get even angrier. He'll be super angry. And, you just give him a life and death, and all of a sudden he has, attack and speed +10. It's only attack and speed +10. I'm looking at attack of 55 and a speed of 43 on a level 40 character. Not 40 +10, not 40 +3, not 40 plus anything, 40. Just plain 40. Raven has just became a significant threat. A significant threat on the battlefield. Yeah, so what? He sat out, all of a sudden lost his defenses. You're looking at 41 health and 17. Yeah, it's less than average. It's below average. In fact, I would even call it shitty. But with a speed that high, and, with a decent chunk of HP, that is tougher to bring down than you may think. Raven has just become an extremely powerful character, so I have a very good chance of +10ing him as well, but I think I'll do Marth first, because, yeah, 2 to all stats for just about everyone is really good. I can't complain about that. I'll just give him drive speed, and all of a sudden, yeah, but anyway, enough shilling for Marth. I've got to stop that. It's a bad habit. I mean, I'm talking about Raven, who's ridiculously powerful, and, Marth will just walk up to Raven and make him even more powerful. Why not, right? So instead of 43 speed, he'll have 45 speed. Oh, maybe he can even get married to Raven. That'll give him 47 speed. Oh, wait, but then you give drive speed. Oh, god damn, he's got 50 speed as a level 40 nothing else character. Oh, but wait, what if he becomes 40 +10? Well, then all of a sudden he has 54 speed. Like, yep, that's Raven right now in a nutshell. He's out of control. I don't know why they would give him such a powerful buff, but I am not complaining because Raven is a cool guy, and now he'll be cooler than ever. He'll be unforgettable. Unlike Selef, who's gotten, Divine Turfing, he takes 50% less damage from the first attack or magic. Yeah, that's great. It doesn't even help you against staffs. But now you have the Raven, who's just like, oh, I have a life and death. I have life and death 6. So now I can sacrifice 10 defense for then the resistance for speed. I hit you and hit you over the head twice, and then you die because, you know, I'm out of control and I'm angry and I'm, you know, I can't even get doubled by anybody anymore. It's absolutely out of control. I don't know why they do something like this. Oh my god, I just don't feel so sick. But he will lose to Alm, because Alm can brave Falchion. What the hell, brave Falchion? That's out of control too, dude. These upgrades are anyway, let's go take a look at Felicia before I, you know, lose my mind. So Felicia has, after combat, if unit attacks, inflict damage, just like the same thing with a regular dagger. But now she calculates damage using the lower of foes' defense and res. This is actually very, very good for her. Now, I would think that now, instead of having plus speed on her, which is, plus speed is still good, don't get me wrong, plus attack might be a little better now, because now you're targeting their weaknesses, and not to mention Felicia is already blisteringly fast. A lot of times her speed might even, shall we say, go to waste, because she's just running in circles around the enemy. So now with that, well, she'll actually be doing chunks of damage, because now, you know, if you listen to Game Press, oh yeah, I'm gonna give legendary Ike minus res, you know, because why not, right? He has little res to begin with. Why not lower it some more, you know? Screw this whole warding breath that he comes with. Yeah, just give him steady breath. Oh yeah, make him a one-dimensional character. Make him like a Hinata that has a distant counter weapon for no reason at all, you know? I don't understand why they would build like that. Well, now Felicia will prey on those people. You know, there's no restriction. There's no restriction like Dragon Breaths do. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. Felicia will target your weakness, and Felicia will give you a very hard time. She'll run circles around you and give you a very, very hard time. And you know what? If you use magic, you will even have an even worse time, because now she has a cooldown charge +1 if they use this. So that means, I get to hit you twice, and all of a sudden, glacies appear, and then your face melts off. You know, this kind of stuff is disgusting. This is really disgusting. You know, when someone's face just melts off because Felicia decides to throw a couple plates at their face, that is not right. So Felicia is probably looking to be another character I'm going to +10 as well from this atrocity. You know, she's gonna become a very, very, very scary character to deal with. Oh my god, I can't believe they do buff him this much. Though I'm not complaining, because Felicia needed some of this love, and now we'll have to play with her IVs a little to figure out the good one, because I'm leaning towards plus attack. This one is plus speed at the moment, but I don't know. I'm leaning towards plus attack, because her attack is a bit low, and a lot of times, like I said, the speed just kind of goes to waste. So we'll see when we cross that bridge. I'll probably go with attack, though. I think I will go with attack. Anyway, so the last character is Caeda, also known as Caeda, for people who doesn't suffer from brain damage. I don't actually have her 5 stars, so I'll just look at this thing on this list here, and apparently she gets, winged sword that gives 16 might, of course, yada yada yada, effective against cavalry and armored foes. Okay, that's great, that's beautiful. You know, now you can fight against these horrible people that give you a horrible time. So let's see, effective against those. If your speed is greater than them by 1, gain special cooldown +1 or that. Oh god, oh goodness. That's not right. Ugh, that's also not right. That's not right. That's not right. Okay, so main problem that everybody had with Caeda is that her attack is really low. But now with this, since she's so fast, she pretty much guarantees a double on a lot of guys. Well, all of a sudden, chop, and then, and like, a Glacies come out, or maybe a Gale Force, but probably a Glacies, and then she'll all of a sudden do chunks of damage never before seen that doesn't quite belong to her, because, you know, she has such a low attack, and it's just completely out of control that something like this could happen. But, well, now that this is a thing, I'm actually really, really fearful of seeing her in the arena as well. So these few weapons that we've just covered, these will change the face of the meta for quite a bit for the coming times, for the coming probably months, maybe even forever. It depends on how much they are going to do this. I like this. This is good. This is good. I hope that they would bring like different weapons for characters that, you know, like well, I don't think Selena ever has a personal weapon, but, you know, eventually maybe. So, you know, certain characters could get some serious buffs to their skills. Maybe, you know, Jacob could get something cool, or, you know, oh, my wonderful buddy Carol, who just had his precious thing stolen by Marissa, maybe he'll have like a refined without all by himself, you know, you know, something to do with a wondrous family that he has. So he'll have a super Wadao for himself too. But anyway, now that I've gone off tangent and rambling because my brain is fried from seeing these. Oh, you know what would be also really cool? Barrow Spear. Yeah, that would be great. Although Berkut's lance is already very, very good on her. I can't even complain right now because Berkut's lance is just so good on her. It's out of control. My Barrow is currently +1. I'm also looking to +10 that at some point. So I've got a lot of projects. You may think that 369k feathers, oh yeah, that's a lot. No, actually it's not. It is not a lot. It is going to be pissed away, and I've only gotten one character +10. The other is going to be like +8, and it's driving me nuts. But sometimes these things happen. I also need to go and +2 this wonderful man. So while I go and suffer some brain damage, especially since today I was supposed to play some Dynasty Warriors, but I couldn't because I had to go to work, I'm going to do some of that, and I'm also going to go and decide how I'm going to distribute my feathers. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me. Anyway, I thank you all for listening to me ramble. Until next time.